I've worked in the Antarctic for over 40 years. It's hard to go from La Jolla to the Antarctic. There's real adjustment. When we first get there and we start setting up camps, it's usually averaging around -20, but we'll get cold spells that should be about -40, and that's centigrade. Most of our work is outdoors, so we are out in the weather unless it gets so thick we can't see, then we usually stay inside. Our field camps are on sea ice, so we set up tents on it. The sea ice is annual sea ice, and so it goes out sometime during the summer, and so we sort of have to gauge when it's time to leave. So we leave before the ice breaks up. Penguins are very intriguing animals, and as a experimental biologist, they're ideal because they're easy to manage. They do remarkable things, and what they do is exciting to explore and try to learn. And probably of all the penguins, the emperor probably is at the apex of that. And they're in Antarctica, which really is, you can't beat the place as far as an area to go to study. But I think some things that aren't really appreciated is the emperors are a bird that will occasionally dive over 500 meters and routinely are diving over 400 meters. You put that in feet, that's anywhere from 1,300 to 1,400 feet to about 1,700 feet. And that's an amazing depth. It's probably deeper than our submarines can go. Well, the max dive duration that's been reported, as far as published, is about 23 minutes. There's actually a longer one than that now, but which is extremely long for an animal that size. When you first arrive, they'll walk over to within a short distance of you. Huh. So you really don't have to pursue them to get a close look at them. So that's a big asset in terms of trying to study the animals, is that you can get close to them easily. The penguins that established a hole in thin ice is about, I'd say that ice is roughly about 12 inches thick. It's enough that when the emperors leap out of the water and land on it, the ice pulses a little. But they were coming and going, so we made a dive in the hole. And one of the photos I took of what it looked like from down below is over next door. I can show that.
Oh, really?
If you're interested, yeah. But that was one of those memorable days, which I've had a lot of them in the Antarctic. I'm very grateful for that, but it was one of those days you never forget.